Hi all, welcome to another Chess 24 Banter Blitz. It's approaching, well it is actually 11:30 AM UK time. Before getting into the games, let me show you this Premier discount code. So the Premier discount code you can use is the voucher code Kingscrusher. If you go to chess24.com/premium and use that voucher code, you get a whopping 15% off. Isn't that really fantastic? You can get to play even the world chess champion. What more could you ask? Magnus Carlsen, other great grandmasters, international masters, celebrities, and bunnies even, like me, if you want to really crush someone on Sunday. So yeah, okay. With that aside, let's see. Let's go into the challenges. Dirks is our first challenge today. Hi Dirks. So I'll try and get closer to the screen. If I can move my chair. Yeah, this is a bad start. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, with that aside, we've got a French defence. I'll play knight d2. And I'll play knight f3. I think I'm a bit careful not to allow e5. I want to keep control of d4 and e5, not c3. It doesn't do both. And e5. Yes, I've had some painful games where I played c3. I seem to remember. Not knight f3. Little nuance already. I'm on top of it. I'm on top of the nuances. This is a good sign. If you're on top of the nuances in the position, that's usually a good sign. So c3 here. Now, I'll take here because I think black is getting that backward pawn on the e file. What I'm concerned about today, I've gone over a lot of attacking games this week. I think my brain's been overloaded by new concepts. I don't know if you've ever tried reading a new book and then trying playing after. Usually you have a series of disastrous losses. Well, I do anyway. I had a series of disastrous losses after I tried to look at Nimzwich My System for the first time. I saw all weaknesses as exploitable when they're not really. So e5, okay. This f-file pressure is kind of nasty, actually. Already, black's got a really active position. He's got the dream position that I would dream about when playing the knight c6 French. This isn't so clever right now, I've got to say. Black's fully on top of the position. I played a bit passively. Black's really doing well here. One slight little downside, that pawn's not protected. If I move the knight, I'll be hitting d5. Maybe I can get a blockade with knight d4. Alright, he's letting me have that possibility. I think I'm going to do that, even though there's bishop f2. I think knight g4, king g2, queen b6, knight d4. I'm hoping bishop f2 is not working. Okay, if I can get a blockade here. Bishop g5 fails to knight takes and queen takes. Can I just get a blockade? Or at least if I lose a pawn, I'm going to take away some of the pressure, I hope, of the opponent's position. Or is that not the case? That might not be the case, actually. This isn't the best opening, I got to say, that I've ever had. Okay. I think he could have done more with that, but this is quite good for black still. He could have done a bit more than try and win a pawn. Yeah, this is the reason I've been playing knight c6 French quite a lot. Even in one-day chess, I had some good results, because sometimes you can really get ferocious positions. I thought he might consider that. Okay. At least I'm guarding f2. This f-file, attacking at the head of the pawn chain, it does make quite a lot of sense for the dynamic f-file. And I actually read a book by Watson, Dangerous Weapons in the French Defence. And he does talk about it quite a bit, actually. Knight c6 French. So anyway, I'm trying to recover something from this. If I commit the bishop, anytime I play g3, f3 is weak. And then he can sort of look at f3 by moving the bishop. This is still super uncomfortable. Can I try and do a minority attack? Or is he's going to get on diagonal on queen d6 soon. Okay, I'll take here. Minority attack, structurally at least, gives me some hope of something. Bishop c7, g3. Minority attack, if I leave b7, b5 and d5 weak with b5 at some point. G3 downside, queen f3. Minority attack to try and fracture the majority of pawns with b5. It's called the minority attack. And I don't know here, with my h2 vulnerable, can I afford g3 for a moment before doing b5? I'm going to make him commit. Oh, hang on, queen h4, queen h3 is dangerous. I think I want to rule out queen h4. I'm going to do this straight off the bat. Because I'm looking at things like rook h4 and queen h4. I don't like the look of that. I don't think I will wait for queen d6. So can I do this minority attack or not? Do I get mated first? I shouldn't even say that. Maybe rook a2 for queen e2. Rook a2 is going to have something nasty coming around the corner. Rook h4 or something. I think rook a2 gives queen e2. It's not really an ideal that I was looking for. Rook e3, f takes. I don't play queen takes because of queen takes d1. Oh, hang on. There is rook e3 and bishop g3. He's going to shred my king. Oh, crikey. How would I stop that? Would I reinforce with rook e1? Maybe rook e1. Oh, this is unpleasant. Rook a2 I think was failing to rook e3 because f takes bishop g3. Is it possible I can play queen e2 here? And even if I lose a pawn, or is it unnecessary? Maybe b5 now. Or queen d1. Okay, b5 here. And then maybe later queen d1. You can win a pawn by force by taking then bishop d4. He's going to do that. I'm hoping the structural attack will be some compensation. If I'm a pawn down there, it's got a weak d5. I can probably get to hit a6 and get behind d5. Okay, so e4 here. Maybe e5. Doesn't matter, try and get behind that pawn. Right, how do I maximize? The game's been played fantastic by black, unfortunately for me. Makes me look bad, but I don't think there's anything I could have... I don't think I did that badly to get this. King... Okay, king e3 to f2. I'll go for the attack. just don't think he's got a chance on the clock, brutally. But maybe I'm wrong. This is a brutal game from many perspectives, because I don't think I did that badly at all. I don't usually, but I'm going to grind this out. There's the blunder. Okay, thanks, Dirks. I think you played like 2300, but yeah, well played. I think 2300. Thanks very much. Okay. Blunder Panda. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go for G4. I've played this before quite a bit recently. Okay, so F5 or H5? F5 or H5? I think H5. I've got that pin on F7. I think this is very dangerous. I've had this sort of stuff before for fun. In bullet at least. Okay, G5 is a hanging knight though. I'm going to protect that first. Alright, so if I play HG, was that too dodgy? Knight G6, H6, H7, Queen D2, Knight F3, Knight F3. Queen D2 might be interesting, so I can castle queenside. Just in time, I just want to castle queenside, and then carry on. Okay, so here HG, Queen H2 looks dangerous. King, Rook E8, Queen H7, King F8, Bishop H6. That might be the right time to attack now, without even castling. It might be, because I'm not sure that's that defendable. Bishop H6, Queen F7, mate. So HG, Knight G6, Queen H2 threatens Queen H7, Rook E8, Queen H7, King F8, Bishop H6. There's no Queen H4. I don't know. Looks really dangerous to me. Yeah, this is about casting, but F2, King F1. So there's no Queen H4, there is F2. What does it do? Maybe King F2, Bishop B4, maybe King F1. Well, here's this Queen F7, as noted. Focal point. Right, thanks for the game. On the panda. Okay. Branderson. Is Branson around? Okay, 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants. Oh, hi. Okay. A little trick I got from someone ages ago is don't castle. Instead, just go for g5 if you want to spice things up. I can afford queen e7 because there isn't a knight c3 to d5 so easily. If my queen's on e7, you see that obstruction? If he closes the centre, I don't mind. If they play for g5 outrageously, in a 3-minute game, I think the win probability is high. After g5, even if engines hate it. This closes the position. I can probably reroute a few things now with the centre closed. Dart squares. Get the knights in on the dart squares. Am I killing my light squares? I might be killing my light squares in the process. How much though? I'll give him e4 as well. But it's only a 3-minute. I'm hoping it's not drastic punishment, but it could be. Okay. My rook's about to be forked by the queen or something. I hope not. Bishop takes. I've got a loose rook over there. I think I should start protecting this guy. Rook f4 looks interesting. Does rook f7? Rook f7, knight g4, king g7. Maybe. Hang on. There's queen g6. So maybe queen f7 for g4. I think queen f7. If g4, rook f6 takes away the g4 square. Knight g4, king g7. g4, maybe an exchange sack, rook f4. Get this rook back in the game. Queen g6, knight f7. And then the other rook to f8. Rook f4 would prompt f3, wouldn't it? Well, the rook takes h4 anyway. f3, rook takes h4, hg, hg. Knight f6, there's rook takes f6 protecting the queen. Or king g7 is not as good, but I think rook f6. Right, that protects the queen anyway. Alright, okay. I was looking at that just now. Okay, thanks, Brandon. Right. Paella. Nice avatar. Oh, wow. Excellent. So d6, a6. Is he playing d4 immediately? That's the one I don't like. Ugh. Oh boy. Can I pin this guy? Or is it trouble at mill? Bishop f7, knight g5. Or maybe not yet. Don't know about this. Looks a bit dodgy, what I'm doing here. Oh, crikey. On the other hand, bishop g5 and knight d5 looks like a symmetrical plan for white. Don't know. Bishop g5, knight d4. Can I get away with that? He doesn't really want to retreat the bishop yet, does he? Well, if he did, maybe bishop takes on knight d4 anyway. I don't know if I've been cheeky here. This looks wrong, because bishop f3, I damage his structure. Bishop f7, king f8. He takes, I've got knight a5. Where does the queen go? Maybe it's got e6. So if I don't play, if I leave my bishop on e6 and play knight a5 straight off the bat, it's very different. He has got queen a4 check, but then there's bishop d7. Queen b5 check, that's c6. So I think basically knight a5 here. He doesn't really want to play bishop f7 in this position, does he? I'm keeping my bishop guarding e6 for a moment, reserving the right for structural damage. Bishop d7 here, doesn't he just lose almost that bishop? It's got queen b4. If I played c6, my knight's misplaced. Maybe the lesser evil is forget the structural damage. Okay, my knight's just misplaced. Oh, crikey. Oh, this is all getting a bit strange. Any a6, b4, c5 hits the queen, but my knight is misplaced. But then I got c takes, so maybe even so. Or is it just trapping my knight? Oh, crikey. What about bishop c7 for b5? That looks a bit better, because I get b7 for the knight. So b4, b5, then knight b7. Yes, he's managed to misplace my knight with this chaos. My king's in the centre. Right, I have to give the knight a square. Maybe knight c4 is better. e5 is also dangerous. If I play for knight c4, get rid of that knight square bishop. Play for d5 after. I'll kick this immediately. This imminent e5 is nasty. So, okay, going crazy here. Bishop g4 here. Or has he got a knight sack? He can't have a knight sack. Surely there's something going on with h2. Maybe he can. Oh boy. Maybe knight g4 on knight g5. Knight f3. After that, hits my queen again. I've got that g file open. I move the queen and just use the g file. It's got h6. h6, rook g8, hg, bishop g4. There, oh, I don't mind that. I've got king f8. I've got a dark square bishop without the counterpart. His knights, okay, they're annoying. I've got the bishop here. I've got the g file. I think this is okay. Queen g6, just to pin the pesky knight. Oh, there's knight h4 there. That probably matters. Queen f5, there's knight h4. Queen g6, there's knight h4. Queen f4. Given he hasn't got a dark square bishop, queen f4 is not so bad. g3, there's queen f3. I think queen f4. I need d5, there's knight c5, that's a nasty knight. I think I just want to use rook g8 as soon as I can. Rook g8 is the dynamic way, surely. d5 check. That's not helping. So I think rook g8 to start off with. Immediate threat is queen f3. Oh, queen f3, queen h6. Does it matter? It does. Rook g7 is going to guarantee a perpetual check. Is that the case? How can I do better with rook g2, queen g4, knight g3, hg, queen h6, queen g7. He's got knight g3 there, hg, queen g7. I think win probability is okay. That if I have queen g7, I've got the bishop pair. I think they're good for the exchange down. I've damaged the structure as well a bit. So king g2, queen g4, knight g3, hg. Mind you's got fg as well, opening up the f file. If king h1, queen f3, actually I got an improvement. H3, form pawn. Or is that king g1, not king h1, king g1, queen f3. We're back to queen h6. Maybe there's king g8. There's queen g5. That's perpetual check guarantee, isn't it? Or is it? It's got queen g5. Is it a perpetual check guarantee? Maybe it is, maybe it's winning. King g8, queen g5, king h7, queen h4, king g6. And we'll see. Don't mind that. Okay, I've got certain compensation with the bishop pair. I think his win probability, the win probability is high. Yeah, very high. I've got pass pawn in the centre, bishop pair. Bishop pair is pretty vicious. Right, thanks for that. Okay. Sounds very, very exciting. Charlie Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. Okay. Charlie Oliver. 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants, 7 elephants, 8 elephants, 9 elephants, 10 elephants. I think I'm going to have to abort this. Charlie, around? Alright, another time. Okay. Oh, okay. This reminds me of a Magnus Carlsen nickname. I hope I'm not being trolled by Magnus Carlsen. That would be kind of painful, actually. No, okay. I hope not. Oh, crikey. I'm hoping it's a Magnus Carlsen fan rather than Magnus Carlsen. Okay. That'd be really so unfair if it's Magnus Carlsen. So we've got a Connor main line, which I sometimes don't get anything from. And I wish I'd played the trap line if I'd remembered to play it. I'm going to play without h5 just to make it a little bit subtly different. If he's really prepared in the main line, Fischer's played this without the h5 against someone. I've forgotten the name, Snyder or something. Slightly nuanced difference. Okay, Stein something. I've forgotten his name. Anyway, maybe Steinmeier. That rings a bell. Steinmeier. Okay, so c4, bishop c3. He ended up trapping queen or something. Anyway, so bishop c3. c5 is going to be painful. How painful? Oh, that's the life, isn't it? c5. Okay. Anyway, I haven't committed to h5, so that pawn's not as vulnerable. It's quite a major difference in endgames, really, isn't it? Pawn not being on h5. I'll have to nanny that pawn if the pawn was on h5. I'll just clamp down on these guys. Or mitigate c5 from black somehow. Queen e3 does knight g4. c5 does provide me with knight d2 to c4, but he's got knight d5. Maybe that's an interesting decision, c5, pretty controversial. If he ever takes it, my win probability is probably going up on the b file. That would be crazy. Alright, there you go. There's the terrible reasoning for c5. A b file hack attack. Ah, I didn't expect that. Did not expect that. What is this? Knight d7, temporary pawn sack. Can I do anything else clever? Knight c4. Let him play for e4. He gets the d5 square. Is that really working? Knight d7. Does that really work? I suppose it does. It doesn't look entirely right to me, though. Something about this. Maybe knight c4. I see. Yes, he's embarrassed my bishop position. I have to give back a pawn. Well, not yet. Bishop takes because of rook d8 and then queen e5 after. If takes and then f4. There's no check on the diagonal. Can I play for f4? Alright. Alright, so rook f1, queen g2, that's annoying, and I'm down on the clock. Is there any way of avoiding material loss? I don't think there is. Okay, very horrible. Okay. Oh, crikey. Maybe go for g7 or not bother. This ending. Try and win on time. Maybe there's rook g3. a3 would have been nice as a luxury. 50 seconds down on the clock. Trying to use the pins against me with bishop e5 or something, I suspect. Oh. Okay, I better take Oh, this is getting nasty. Is that queen? Alright. Queen G7. Queen F7. Right. So can't really do much. Maybe a rook on the 7th, but it doesn't really do much after. I keep losing pawns here. And take one pawn back. I really need to catch up on the clock, otherwise it's all pretty academic. But also, yeah, this B2 pressure is nasty. There's Queen A3, but there's Queen E5. He takes the knight though. He's loads of pawns up. Mind you, it's check. Hang on. Queen A3, Queen E5 is check. I'm losing A5 now. That's really quite crushing. Yeah, just bishop B2, yeah. Yes, I shouldn't have played that line at all. It's too sharp, that variation. Okay. Alright, thanks. I don't like really to lose such a game. It's just very, very tactical. I don't really feel I could influence the game that much. There's very, very sharp variations with a lot of tactical liabilities. If I'd kept it a bit quieter, I think it might have done a bit better to keep it a quieter opening. Okay. This looks like good compensation. Knight F7 or Knight C4, Knight F3, maybe Knight F3, just go back for a moment. Okay, so Rook E3. Try and open up G file later. H4 and Bishop F6. maybe, I don't know. Knight e5. Again, okay, what do I do here to attack on the king side? What do I do? h4, h5, h6. That's a plan. This queen is annoying now. Okay. Just chasing this queen everywhere. What about b4? I'm weakening myself a lot, or not? Because otherwise there's bishop f6 and knight d7. Oh, let's go with this crazy stuff. Okay. Bishop f6 and knight d7. Let's just weaken all my dark squares and light squares. Try and win in exchange. This surely can't backfire. Do I have better on knight a6? Maybe a better, safer way is just knight d7. Just be content with taking out the dark square and bishop. Maybe knight d7. Take out this dark square and bishop. More solid on b4. Hitting the rook, hitting d7 anyway. Promise of winning some material anyway. As long as knight b4 is not a killer. And this looks dangerous for black now. Yeah, I'm not sure what's... somehow this is okay, I think. This b4 might have been actually a reasonable move. Okay. So bishop f6... Or just take the rook. Maybe just take the rook and cash out here with queen b5. Exchange up. If the queens come off, the probability of being mated is probably reduced. Okay. Is g5 worth flecking in? Try and get rook d7 then. Oh, there's g takes anyway, it's check. Maybe a4 coming up. 97 a4. There's knight f5. Okay. I was tempted to just... yeah, it's pinned anyway. Yeah, I can just do that. Okay. All right. Thanks, Tara. That's interesting. And there's... I think play some rated games first. There's Metadov. Thanks very much. Olaf. Okay. Olaf. 14-6. Okay. Olaf 146. Alright. I'm going to play quietly here with d3. So bishop c4 and c3. Okay, so queen c2 here. b4 and knight e3 coming up. b4 and bishop b3. Or just hold back with bishop b3, maybe bishop b3. So knight f1 to g3 to f5 later. Oh, okay, I think I'm going to take this guy out now. But he's weakening my d3. So knight g3 to f5. Bishop e3 hits a7. Okay. I suppose bishop g5 is mostly pointless. a4. Trying to get some sort of advantage on the queen side. h3 coming up. Okay, h3 coming up. Maybe b4 now. Try and get this queenside space advantage installed for endgames. Was that a blunder? I did attack that. I see. There's knight takes h6. What about bishop g5? Doesn't that pose a question here? On bishop f2, there's queen f2. If f6... Maybe he didn't want to have his structure wrecked. f6. B takes, f takes, check, queen b7 after queen c5. Well, there's queen f2 here. Oh, he's got queen well, there's queen a2 check. Using that diagonal of death. It's a top point scorer. I think even more than form pawn, the diagonal of death. Okay, so knight f1 here. And those bishop c5. Winning exchange. Yeah, I tried to respond. Now this is dangerous. That diagonal of death is dangerous. It is actually caused me death here with the exchange sack. If I played h3 instead, or for the moment, h3 here, knight e3, queen b4. Isn't maybe queen b2 is better not to hold on to b4. Okay. If rook d3, bishop c5 for sure. Yes, that's the reverse diagonal of death. You know, rook c5, that is the reverse diagonal of death. So bishop c5, yeah. Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, that was just a tactical, interesting moment there. Rank set. Just been quiet the end game for a moment in this 3-minute game. So h3, and my castle. So f4, f5. Bishop f3, there's no rook g1 just yet. Bishop e3. Looks okay. Does it? Hope so. I'll share the activity on b4 to get an active rook. Maybe b4 is actually okay. Okay, I think this is dual purpose. And that's knight g4, queen h4. No, that's. I want to play rook g1 and potentially double the rooks. Bishop f3 and double the rooks. I need f5, there's knight g5, maybe. It's going to kick the queen out with rook g4. Or not. I need queen h5, rook g7, bishop takes. Alright, so f4 is a target. There's a looseness here. I will double, I think, for g7 for a moment. EF. There is always rook g4 on rook f5. Maybe rook g4 is interesting here as well. Maybe for trebling. If I treble around about here, there's always knight d5 on rook e7. Okay, knight e4. Knight d5 protects f4 though. Because knight e4, queen f5, rook g7, that's queen f4. Knight d5 is a sort of upgrade. So knight d5, queen f5, there's rook g7 there. I'm threatening rook g8. The knight holds f4. Doesn't that? So I'm threatening rook g8. What does he do? Knight f6, there's rook f7. Rook f8, there's rook g8. Rook g7, there's queen g7. Knight g5. Well, my queen's protecting h3. I'll just... Oh. Isn't there rook g8 checkmate? It's like weakness in the last move, rook g8 is checkmate. Otherwise, that's a great idea. Alright, thanks, yeah. Interesting. Sortie. Okay, against b4, give the knight e2. Play this like g3, bishop g2. Bishop g2, d takes, knight e g5 might be a good bit of fun. Which is ruined here with that move. Well, it still exists, I hope. Or not. Does it? Or not? I can get the queens off. Oh, there's knight e6 here. It's like weakness in the last move, isn't there? I can put the knight, if nothing else, back on g5. Knight f8. Taking out the dark square bishop. Surely that's not ideal for him. Maybe I should take care immediately. If I take f takes, if I castle, is that better? If I take, there's queen d5, rook a7, queen f5. In fact, queen d5, rook a7, bishop e3, hitting c5. If queen e4, queen d8, there's interesting stuff. So I think queen d5, bishop e3, okay. Maybe not. If I just castle here, or queen d8 immediately, then castle. Queen d8, queen e8. Queen d5. If king f7, castle. If queen e2, queen d5. King moves queen a8. So I think I'm castling here. If queen e2, queen d5, queen a8. If queen e8, queen d5. I probably could castle after rook a7 because queen e2, queen c5. Or maybe not. Well, I think I can castle here. Both knights seem pinned. No, there's knight c6. Okay, there's queen d7. But if castling queen e2, queen d5, queen e6, queen a8. Knight c6, queen d7. If queen e7, queen f5. So queen e2, queen d5. Alright, have I given him too much play or something? Can I not just take that rook? If knight g4 going in for h2, queen h7, protecting h2. He's got knight c6 winning my queen. Okay, maybe the point is knight c6. No, knight c6 I just take on. He's got knight d7 though. Oh, crikey. Hang on, he hasn't taken the knight yet. I can play queen c7 check. Okay, going down on the clock again. Great. Maybe king, no, not king f2, that's terrible. e1. This looks like really bad news, this position. My knight's not got any squares. Down on the clock and is nearly trapping my queen. That's the least of my worries. There's knight d4 anyway. There's a tactic here. I'm trying to untangle is my priority. Queen d3, maybe knight c6 or something. Queen d3. I wish I had knight f3 at some point to get my knight to a non-ridiculous square. Queen d3, knight c6, rook c8. Well, there's knight e5 check. Rook c8, there's knight e5 check. Can I get some normality from that? Actually, knight e5 threatens to win the queen. Rook c8, knight e5, king moves. Queen takes, has got queen d4, bishop e3. Anything better? On rook c8, no, rook e7, I think knight e5 is the move. The king would move somewhere. Okay. Try and liberate this. Oh, knight e7, hold on a sec. Oh no, he's holding f5. Maybe if I can get the other rook in the game, it'll be handy, you know. Rook ad1 would be really handy to have some reinforcements. Queen e4, bishop f2. I want to take out f5 really. I've got d6 available. d6 is available. There's also knight g7 winning that rook. Oh, that's a fork. That helps, I hope. Maybe even better is to flick in f5 to get the king back on a ridiculous square. King h5. Right, there is knight takes, protecting the queen. Right, there's queen f4, which gives me queen f3. Oh, there's queen g5 more crucially. If h6, isn't there queen h4? Yeah, okay, that was, no, I was in a mess. Oh, that was a nice trap. Let's have a look at that. Was my queen, did I just imagine that? This is a cunning move, is it? A cunning fox would be proud of this cunning move. Is black better after that? Black is winning now. The queen's protecting a8. So black is better here anyway. There's a slip up, must be somewhere. There's a big slip up there. That gives me a good move. Knight d4 is actually a good move. I actually did play a good move here. Okay, a good move again. I got back in the game, it seems. But yeah, it was all over me. Well played. KFGG. There's a cunning, talk about cunning foxes. I think I'm playing another cunning fox here. Professor Cunning Fox of Cunningham University. There is actually a really good animated cartoon about the marvelous Mr. Fox or something. I recommend it. Okay, so knight f3. This is all a bit casual, isn't it? It's a 3-minute game. It's not my usual standards of amazing analysis. Okay. I'm just playing moves here at the moment. h3, G4, that sort of thing. D takes, gobbler pawn. Does that do anything? Just loses to 95 probably. Put some pressure on this B file. Let's not dismantle my own centre. He's weak in that diagonal. Okay, so G4 looks as though it's interesting for bishop B5 and knight E5. And then queen F3 looks like torture points on C6. Knight E5 looks like, okay, bishop D6. Bishop D6. Okay, he didn't play that. It's asking for trouble, surely. By the way, if any of you guys are on Quora, I've been doing a lot of answers on Quora recently. Trifon Gabriel, if you want to check me out on Quora. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Quora. It gets a dick and answer questions. Weird and wonderful. Chess questions. Also this week, if you check out Kingscrusher TV /Art of Attack, there's an amazing course based on that amazing book. And Ginger GM has done a ton of video content. And I freely say that because Chessable is now part of the Magnus Carlsen empire, so I thought I'd mention that. It's not a conflict of interest advertising that, I think. So Art of Attack is another brilliant thing to check out. Kingscrusher TV /Art of Attack. And the reason I said earlier in the session, my brain's been overloaded by a whole load of new ideas. So I wasn't really sure how this session will go, because I've been trying to look at all these attacking examples with great care, and it's been fascinating, absolutely fascinating, I have to say. And there's a major influence. Two notables, Alekhine and Capablanca, were favoured by the author. I've actually got a video scheduled for 4:30 later today where I mention about, well, the author, this is quite funny, reckons that not much has significantly changed in the Art of Attack since Alekhine's examples. I found that a bit interesting. So we've departed from the Romantic era where the attacks were sort of burning the bridges, like with the King's Gambit. I think the notion he finally says, it's really quite fascinating, towards the end of the book, is to attack effectively. I'm putting it in my own concepts, my own internalization. To attack effectively in chess is okay, I'm going to get wiped out here if I'm not careful. But I'm going to come to the end of this for a moment. Okay, I'm about to be wiped out though with bishop e4, aren't I? Anyway, to attack effectively is a notion of independence, flexibility, so that you don't sort of burn your bridges too much, like I'm doing here. Okay, I hope I'm not. Okay, he's coordinating. Please give me your bishop pair. Just give me your bishop pair. I'm fed up with this bishop on d5. Just give me the bishop. Okay, yes, that helps. I needed that help. So I think the Art of Attack, is a sort of art of flexibility, where you attack in such a way where you can keep other sort of ideas going, even like, say, winning an endgame or winning material. You keep flexibility. So Queen E8 here, there's a nasty pin, right? And that's nasty pin. And King G8, I have that paralyzed pin situation, I hope. There's going to be a zugzwang occurring. As soon as I get my opponent into zugzwang here, statistically. Okay, there's a check. He has to go back. He's going to be in zugzwang surely. Around about here, after King F3. Zugzwang. Bang. There goes that piece. Okay, that's not stalemate, is it? There's G8. There's queen g7. Do a quick stalemate check. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, I found that fascinating, this idea that the art of attack is actually the art of independence. I don't know if you guys have ever considered this, and it's obvious if you think about it. What has changed since the Romantic era? They basically burnt their bridges. That's the opposite of independence. When you burn your bridges, it's irreversible. If you have maximum independence, you've got reversibility. If you look at Alekhine and Capablanca, he focuses on Alekhine statistically the most. These were really refined attacking games for their time. They were ahead of their time. In fact, one of Alekhine's innovations at the time has worked out to be fantastic today. The Alekhine-Chatard gambit against the French defence. It works like a treat. Even engines can smash up other engines with it. That gambit. Leader's definitely bitten stockfish in the Alekhine-Chatard. It's a fantastic gambit. In fact, I think a lot of engines win with white, and that's from Alekhine. So I think he did know what he's talking about, and it even survives into the engine era, some of his opening ideas, which I think they just didn't get at the time. So it's really fascinating that the author has chosen Alekhine. But yeah, check out, as I say, Kingscrusher TV /Art of Attack, if you want to check out that course. So, okay, so bishop d3, and then go on to this diagonal. So bishop b1, queen d3. Okay, so queen d3 coming up. I mean, I can see a ton of passion in Alekhine. And I think Kasparov did as well. I think Kasparov, apparently, when Kasparov was younger, he looked at Alekhine games for inspiration, as well as doing not just puzzles. He did compositions as training, but I'm pretty sure he mentioned looking at a lot of Alexander Alekhine games. I think there's an influence on Kasparov from Alekhine. And Lasker kind of defines attack as a big commitment in terms of resources. So that sets the tone as well for the concept that if there's a huge commitment of resources, you really want some degree of flexibility in conducting the attack. But anyway, yeah, I've been sort of, so my brain's been overloaded because I'm analysing these games in great technical depth. I'm checking out. Okay, ooh, G2. I've just blundered G2. That's nasty. Bishop g2, hg, no knight e2 just yet because my knight on c3. Queen d4. Oh. No, I shouldn't have allowed this. I think I might be getting slaughtered. Not immediately. Okay, maybe immediately. Okay, queen h2 here. And then maybe g4 and queen h6. This is a new turn for the road here. g4, knight f6. There's king g2. I've got an h-file attacking road, but there's no queen d5 just yet to exploit this diagonal. g4, knight f6, f3, with the idea of king g2 and rook h1. Is this crazy or what? I think it's not that crazy. So f3, I'm dropping d4. Instead of dropping my center, let's just not burn that bridge for a moment. Rook d1 for a moment. g5 here, because if knight h5, there's queen h5, isn't there? And there's bishop g6 being threatened. There's queen h6 being threatened. Okay. There's bishop e4. Get rid of his best piece, near best piece. Okay, I don't like having a blockader just yet on d5. Can I improve on that? Maybe the f5 if I double the rooks. So rook f7 coming up. Okay, there's a blockader. There's a blockader. Uh-oh, it's worse than blockader. Okay. Oh, he's got g5 as well. Didn't play immediately. Uh-oh. Right, g5 here is rook h6. Do I get some sort of attack with rook h6? I think he could have played it immediately. Let's get this knight in while I still can. So I'm hitting g6. If g5, rook h6, and there's rook g6 if needed. Oh, this attack looks strong here. Oh, there's knight f7 picking up an exchange anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was, yeah, I think I was burning too many bridges. While I was talking about independence, I was actually burning bridges, which is the reverse. Because in chess, you really do need to focus on the minute nuances of the possession. Otherwise, you just don't do anything that you think. You can have the brilliant concepts, but the implementation is terrible. That's the cruelty of chess, I think. Doesn't matter how brilliant the concepts are. It's the implementation. So anyway, I like the book because, yeah, he's philosophical at the end. It's a fantastic collection of attacking games. So I've had a blast this week. It's like going on a holiday, learning about attacking chess. So anyway, 1 elephant, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6 elephants, 7 elephants, 8 elephants, 9 elephants. Okay, I think I have to abort. Go to the next game here. Okay, here we go. We're in the game. I was on the lookout for Queen f6 just then. I couldn't pre-move because, you know, Queen f6 would be embarrassing for Queen f2. So f5 is looking like a dangerous threat. Also d4 just seems to be winning a piece with d5. I've had this in reverse, this mechanism for winning a piece. It's quite easy, I guess, to fall into. Bishop c4, rook e1, or just bishop c4, knight f5, straight off the bat. Because that is a juicy knight on f5. Knight f5, as they say. Rook e1, b3 coming up. What do I do with that knight, though? Okay, there's no g6, surely. Is there a knight e4? And there's bishop e4, protecting knight. g6 is knight h6. So I think I just want to play b3 and bishop b2. Yeah, I think b3 and bishop b2. Ah. Oh. That's awkward. I think I just want to simplify. This is simplify. Let me take my rook. I'll get queen g3 in. And bishop d4 and queen g3. Focal point g7, which is a chapter actually in this book. G7 in particular is an attacking focal point mentioned with at least 4, I think, game examples. Okay, queen g4 here. If g6 now, knight h6. Bishop d4. Okay, there's knight h6. Then I could play f5. He's got queen e5. So is there any better way of handling that? Bishop d4, king h7. Oh, I think I do want to... I suspect I do want to do this. But not allow queen e5 check. Maybe bishop d4, slip in bishop d4 first. Oh, there's king h6. I can go back. Hold on a sec. Or I could just take and then knight g4 for bishop d4 later. So, say he played f5, I've got bishop d4, and that looks quite dangerous. I know it's taking the queens off. Rook e6, knight g4. Alright, king g3. g5. Oh, okay. I'll take this guy out. So knight c7 is threatened. Maybe this. Suppress f6. Okay, we'll go into f6. Pawn. Alright, this looks quite dangerous. The bishop d6. I don't think the rooks are having a great time off the bishop d6. Right, does he want to sack and exchange back? Okay. Right, that does take out my pawn, unfortunately. Okay, I'm ready to meet rook d2 or rook c6. Let's try and get these pawns off that first rank. Can I win c6 anyway? Oh, it was check anyway. I could have just taken that as check. Oh, so bishop e4. Try and protect the pawn before taking that one out. Well, that's quite some pass pawn potential. Okay, thanks. Alright, so will I be fried by Friedel? Friedel, hi there. Okay, it's going to be a London system torture, isn't it? Oh, good. If I played c5, trying to trick him in this 3-minute game. Check Benoni. I've gone through a massive check Benoni disaster this week. Can I show that it is viable? Okay, I think I want the e5 square. That's an interesting move. I would get that e5 square. I think my strategy's been defined. Or has it? This might not be that convincing. Is there a blockade on d6? Okay. Why would he want to do that? Why would he want to do that? That's fascinating. There's a structure. If I play h6, that structure is pretty fixed. play for b5. I can play for a knight on f4. And he a5, b5. He might not be that interested in that. I'm going to plonk a knight on b4. Maybe plonk a knight on b4. Oh, to do that, I have to play a5 and then give up b5. I think the knight f4 plays g3. Play for h5 later. Can I arrange around h5? No. He's clearly not entertaining the idea. Okay, get out of g5 for a moment. There's g5 here, isn't there? No, there isn't. Yes, there is. Oh, just let him play g5 there. No, how can I do that? How can I do that? Oh. Oh no! It's all going to be falling apart. Oh, crikey. Well, it opens up the game on this side of the board. Okay, I've just lost the pawn on this side of the board. Knight f4 is a trick for king h6, which he's gone straight into. Mind you, there's f takes winning the bishop. That backfires. That's a weakness of the last move there, though. I'd rather do this. Try and slice these pawns a bit. Maybe rook b3, rook g3. So knight f4. Can I afford this? Or my rook getting trapped? I want to just go there. Or there. My rook getting trapped. Oh, there's knight f5 on the cards. Okay, I have to stop that. Oh, crikey. My rook's running out of squares. This is getting embarrassing. Is that an f5 before something really horrible happens? Right, there is f takes. Trying to hold on to the pawn for a moment. I think it's getting to pre-move time for survival. Pre-move time. Maybe a rook f4. Oh no! No! Oh my god! I think it's pre-move time. If I'm losing all my material though, it's not very nice. Why not rook c4 there? Rook c4 would have been so much better. Spike checks to win on time. Unadulterated flagging attempt. Sorry, it's a 3-minute game. It's no increment. That's my defence. What is your defence case, Kingscrusher? It's a 3-minute game with no increment. I had to go in. I think there's such a thing as activating pre-move mode. Yeah, start doing pre-moves like crazy. Okay, that's my tip there for the time scrambles. Use it against me. Pre-move mode, fast connection. It helps. Okay, there's anyway. Thanks for the game. Okay, hope you enjoyed this week. Oh dear. All right, thanks. Yeah. Okay. All right. So see you next week. Keep safe. Have fun. Thanks very much. Cheers then. Yeah.